Hi everyone, I do apologise for being late. I had to go to Plymouth, was expecting to be back here by 6 p.m. and that was at the latest, and I've just walked in the door now. So I do apologise. My cursor's not working now. Don't know why. Okay, so once again, I apologize. Let's get started right away with a little prayer and affirmation. Then I'll let you know what's been going on as best I can. Dear Heavenly Father, we're so happy and grateful for you. And we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, and that through that love, bless each member, that they may find the joy of service, and through service attract true happiness and everything they want and need into their life. Amen. And our little affirmation that we always do. We're so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world, with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind and soul of thy world. Now, I hope it's all working because I can't see any chat coming through. So, I don't know. I'm just fingers crossed. As I say, I just walked in. It was all set up, ready to go before I left this morning. But I don't know. I don't have any numbers out for you. I'm waiting to see if we do actually have anybody in here. I'll see if we can get in on another computer and just check if we're streaming. 2-9-0-7. Let's just try the popular one, YouTube. Oh, it looks like we've got a few people coming through now. It's not letting me sign in, and I need to do two-step verification. Okay. So I'm glad I am streaming. I do apologize, as I say, for being late again. I just really didn't expect it to go on so long. I had important meetings, and they were supposed to finish at, like 4 o'clock, 4:30 at the latest. And they just went on, and it got later and later. And as I say, I just got in here. I think it was 12 minutes past 7 when I got through the door, and I'm here. Okay. I'm not sure what's been going on in the support. Let's Deviani said she's fixed a bug that was in withdrawals. She's completed the deposits, so you can deposit funds through MetaMask now. we need to confirm. Okay, she wants me to test it, basically. I don't think Vishal has been in. No. So we'll be back to normal, more or less, next week with development. So welcome to you anyway, the people that have managed to be patient enough to wait for me, and those that are watching on the recordings. We should be streaming in Facebook. I'm not sure whether Facebook will work because it might have been over 10 minutes or something between the time that we're supposed to stream. Anyway, we are definitely streaming on YouTube because we've got people in there, and I think we're probably streaming on X. So whether you're watching live or whether you're watching the recording, you are very welcome, equally appreciated. We have in live a few people. We got David in from Nigeria, Lewis from Lisbon in Portugal, Richard from Devon in England, Ramachandra from Watford in England, letting me know I'm coming through loud and clear. Okay. We got Shakuzi from Nigeria. I don't know whether we've got, we might have some people that came in and got fed up with waiting. I do apologize to everybody. I do not have numbers, but they aren't too difficult to produce. And as I don't have much else to inform you of, I will see if we can get some numbers out for you. So here we go. I know I've seen people coming in on the email forms for pledges. I don't know how many we've got at the moment, how many pledges we got. I know we needed about 800 and something this morning, but we've seen quite a few coming through. It just depends on whether they're for 1 or 5 or 10 or more, whatever. We'll have to calculate it. I can't do that quickly for you. I'm sorry, but I'll let you have that information tomorrow. So we have 45,692 in the 777 plan, and that is an increase of 14 in it's in what, the last 48 hours, isn't it? Because we are the 24th of the 10th today. Let's have a look at the number of, we've got 55,119, which is an increase of 20 in the registered members for We Share Abundance. 3562, we are up 31 in the active member count. Easy Team Builder, I don't think that's changed. 1182, it's the same, yeah. And 23 in Success Blueprint, that's the same. And Best Plan Ever, we have 1171. That's up 5. And ShareHope Powerline Plan, we have, as soon as it comes up, I'll tell you. Here we go. 764, that is the same, no change. Pro members in there. I need to get a few emails out on that over the weekend because people are going to be missing out if they don't. We've got 40 people that haven't renewed, and they're just going to have wasted all that money that they've put in the past if they don't just keep up to date until they get into the guarantee. What are these numbers? These numbers are TIR. Let's have a look at TIR for you. Okay, TIR. We have 3,399. That's 126, which is pretty good because that's an average of 63 over the last couple of days. So that's a good number that we've increased in the registrations for TIR. And we have 1,199 bronze members, which is up 36. What's the last number? Oh, last number is our community. I see we've got 168 people waiting to be activated. Let me just have a look at, see how many we've got already activated. 14,461. So we've got 14,629. We're pushing for 15,000. We'll probably hit 15,000 members in there tomorrow. So I'll just count this as 14,461 because those are the active members. I'd say we've got 168 that'll be going in, but we'll count them in tomorrow's numbers. If I get back to the app here, we got Maureen in from London, and we got Radio Pirata from Puerto Rico. Okay. Yeah, I've been working hard on getting everything lined up for this banking app. It's more than a banking app. It's everything. It's crypto wallets, fiat wallet, multiple currencies, easy exchange between the two. You can sell crypto, you can buy crypto, you can transfer to other members within the app almost instantly. So if you're in the United States supporting your family in Venezuela and you want to send them money, you both get registered in the app. You want to send them $100, $1,000, whatever it may be. As long as you've got those funds available in your account, you can transfer them and it will go boom like that. We've got a debit card that you'll be able to use. We have an elite debit card, which is the metal one, with $100,000 a day available. Now you may say, oh, well, who needs $100,000 a day? Well, when you're making $100,000 a day, you may want to spend $100,000 a day. And the people that are in the app with, say 10 positions will pretty quickly get up to that level. I'm not saying, when I say pretty quickly, I'm not talking about next week. Once we've got all the positions filled that we need to go ahead, then we will, it'll take, I've been quoted 6 weeks. It's going to take 10, because I know that whenever you're quoted, things always take longer and cost more. So I've allowed for that in all the calculations. So let's say 10 weeks. It's going to be early in January. If we're putting in 50 people a day, we've got 60, 90 days probably. That's another 4,500 potentially people going in there. 4,500 onto the 3,000, whatever we've got, 3,300, 3,400 effectively. You can see how this is going to explode. And all those people are going to join the app because that's how they can withdraw. That's the only way they'll be able to withdraw, through the application. And it's just going to grow and grow and grow. I am pretty sure we'll have over 500,000 within 12 months. And I think that is conservative. I think we can probably be closer to 1 million than 500,000 within 12 months, you know, sort of by this time next year or by the end of 2026 in the app. Now, when you take the fact that you're earning, you know, it's a fraction of a cent per transaction, but if you've got 1 million people in there doing 10 transactions a month, you don't need to have a very big portion percent. You can work it all out, do your own sums, get your calculators out and go. But it's really going to be very, very, very exciting. We've got a couple more people in. We've got Probunikim from Nigeria. Hi there. And we've got Bozina in from what's this? But Bozina from Slovenia says, yes, they will return the watch they stole in March. As I understood, Mr. Graham, we will not have live on Sunday. Yes, they will return the watch they stole in March. I don't understand that. I'm sorry. No, you won't have a live on Sunday, but I will be here tomorrow, and we'll do the raffle and we will do the random withdrawal, and I'll have a better idea of some figures and numbers for you, and I'll be able to give you some indication of what we're doing with the positions, the sale of positions. We need 1,000 positions filled, ideally. We can probably start with a little bit less if we have to, but we really need 1,000. It's going to cost that much to get it all up and running, but it's going to be well worth it. So how do we get that 1,000? Well, 100 people at 10 positions each, and we've got it. 1,000 people at 1 position each, or anything in between, or, you know, I mean, there'll be some people that maybe want more than 10 positions. As we share abundance, if we manage to get the cash flow in, we will be taking more than our 10 positions, because they are gold mines, and they will allow us to do so much for the members of We Share Abundance. And TIR is going to look after itself. That doesn't really need a lot of help. That's going really well. But We Share Abundance, we want to get some of those old people. When I say old people, I'm not talking about their chronological age. I'm talking about people that have been with us for a long time and have committed funds to us in the past. And now we want to get them. We want to be able to help those people. And this app will enable us to do that. Patrick says, as regards TIR, what's the minimum age for joining? We haven't set one, but you won't be able to, well, you might actually with our system, because there's no KYC needed for just a simple fiat crypto wallet. That's like the bottom end of the scale, with no card. And if that is the case, then it doesn't really matter. I suppose really we should keep it to legal age, because you can't have a contract with somebody that is below legal age. But there is nothing set at the moment in our terms, and I know some people have brought in some of their grandchildren and things like that that are below legal age. They can't do their KYC, but they can fund their account for them and get them going and get them making money. I answered a comment above from Positive Business for All. Oh, okay. I didn't see a comment from I can't see it. Anyway, as long as everybody's happy with what's going on in the chat, that's fine. Patrick Foley says, I was basically thinking about a grandchild, etc. Yeah. Get them in. If we have to change the rules, we will, but we're not going to penalise anybody that's already in there. So my advice is get them in now, and we don't require KYC. We don't require KYC for a crypto and fiat wallet, which will enable you to do pretty much everything anyway, and so we won't know that they're not of legal age. Okay. Please, is the app ready? How can I have access to it? If you're talking about the banking app, no, we've not even got enough funds to do it. We've got everything lined up, and as I say, I've been really busy in the past few days sorting a few things out, but we have everything lined up and ready to go, but we need the money. So if you know anybody that wants a good, solid, safe, secure investment, it's probably the best investment I have ever seen in my life. I've got to be honest about that. $125 one time, and once the app goes live, you will start making money. Now, it's not going to be fortunes early on, but it's going to build, and as more and more members join, and just from TIR alone, you're going to make good money. I'm not going to talk about big figures or anything, but you are going to make good money every month. It may take 2, 3, 4 months to start building up to a decent amount for you, but where else can you put just as one time $125 into something and get a lifetime income that is going to grow and grow and grow? And, you know, looking 5 years or 10 years down the line, we're going to have literally many millions of people in that app, because we're going to put them in through not only our own programs, but there are a lot of people like us that a lot of the programs out there won't help. They say, oh no, you've got to have this, or you've got to have that, or do this, and then you do it, and they all know it, and half the time they won't tell you why, but they won't let you in, and because they've set things up in a way which is because they're reliant on third parties, basically. They are tied to some bank or something like that, and that bank is pulling the strings. And we're not tied to any. We will have associations with banks where we will help you open an account with a bank if you choose to, but they are nothing to do with our system. Our system is free of ties to any other financial institution, and that's what makes us pretty unique. And because of that, we can help people that these other payment systems, or whatever you want to call it, can't help, because of the stipulation of the people behind their application. There is nothing like that behind our application. There is no financial institution saying what we can do and what we can't do. And so as long as we do things in a way that allows us legally to help people without a KYC even, there's not much out there if you can find anything that'll do that for you. Okay. So it's a case of everybody getting together. So if you know somebody that wants to do it, then you need to get onto them and say, take a look at it. If they don't want to do it, that's fine, you know, but they need to be able to take a look at it, because I don't believe there is a better investment anywhere in the world today than that one-time 125. And if you can afford 2 positions, you're going to get additional benefits. And if you can afford 5 positions, you're going to get additional benefits. And if you can afford 10 positions, you're going to get everything that we can possibly give you. Let's put it that way. Okay. And we've got somebody here says, I made a pledge early today for 2 positions, 250 in total. How am I going to know when the 1,000 positions are completed? And will I be required to redeem my pledge? Yeah, of course you'll be required to redeem your pledge. You're going to have to pay the 250. And if you don't have the 250, you shouldn't have made the pledge. And that is made clear on the form. And you will know, because we'll get in touch with you when we want your money. Okay. We need everybody to ante up so that we can get the thing rolling and get it out there and available as quickly as we possibly can for the benefit of the world as a whole, you know. Okay. So we have something that is really wonderful, but it's bigger than anything that I've ever done before. And I've done some pretty big things in the past, believe me. Not always on my own, but been a part of things. But this is bigger than anything that I've ever been involved in. And it's bigger than most things that most people have ever been involved in. And I don't think many people realize just how big it is. We will, as I say, down the line, have many millions of clients. And you people that are making the pledges now are going to earn a tiny little bit of every transaction that goes through. And that is going to add up to an awful lot of money, even for 1 position. But for those that have got 10, 20 positions, you're going to be rich as Croesus, you know. You are going to have more money than you know what to do with for a relatively tiny investment one time. And it really is risk-free, because it's $125. per position, and that $125, you know, even if we were really dreadful and never had more people in than we've got in now, which, you know, is impossible, then you would still be making a profit. So it is it is very, very, very important that when you make a pledge, you put the money on one side ready so that we can get it from you and get moving as quickly as we possibly can. The faster we get it all done, put together, the sooner you have the potential to start making money. Okay? Everybody, I can't imagine a situation where a position after 12 months of us going live, so let's say by next Christmas, I can't imagine a situation where every position would not have made well over $1,000. And that is really a rock bottom minimum sort of prediction. I'm not going to tell you what my actual plans and predictions would turn out to be, because you wouldn't believe them, okay? But you'll start believing when you see the growth that this will engender in the relatively near future. Okay, so I managed to get you some numbers out. I've not been able to get you much information on development, but then again, there's not been an awful lot of development going on because of Diwali. But next week we should be back to normal. I know there are a lot of people that are already making with TIR daily income. Not a lot necessarily, a couple of dollars, $5, $10, $15. Some days a bit more, some days a bit less. You might have an odd day where you don't make anything, but there's a lot of people that are getting paid on a daily basis already. And we've not even scratched the surface. We're still in beta. Okay, we're still in beta. Wait till we launch and we get this thing out there and we have it linked into this this incredible wallet system, whatever you want to call it, payment system. And the mind boggles, actually. Okay. I got it here late. I've not had an awful lot of information to give you. I've been able to give you what I can, and I'll be here tomorrow at 7 p.m. I'm not going anywhere tomorrow, so I'll be here on time, 7 p.m. London time, YouTube, X, Facebook group, We Share Abundance Publicly. So until then, get out there, let everybody you can know about this, because you don't want them missing out. One time, 125, it's going to set them up for life. Okay, not next week, not a week after we launch it, but a year after we launch it. Most people, I believe, will be able to retire. Okay, God bless you all. I'll see you all tomorrow. We'll do the raffle and we'll do a random withdrawal, and I'll see if I can get some figures out on the pledges that we've got so far, and we'll see where we are. But we need to get them all in. There's been quite a few. I've seen quite a few emails coming through, but I get an email every time somebody submits a form. But I don't think there's going to be enough, anywhere near enough at the moment. So keep pushing, let everybody know, and good night. See you all tomorrow. Enjoy your life.